Good afternoon, everybody. I saw that the stream wasn't starting properly. Hopefully everything's coming through good here today, but if you guys could let me know inside the chat here on YouTube or in Slack, that'd be great. Just let me know if I'm coming through okay. But today is Tuesday, August 8th. As a reminder, I'm not really doing the before market close videos. Usually I do a before market open and a before market close video, usually 30 minutes before the stock market opens and then 30 minutes before the stock market closes. And I stopped doing that. I started doing just the before market close videos because there wasn't a whole lot going on leading into the summer. And then we usually have that drop off in activity and summer lull. It's clear. Perfect. Thank you very much, Frank. So, excuse me. So we'll jump into the market update here with some ticker requests. We've got about 9 minutes here before the market closes, but just want to remind everybody that I was doing them Monday to Friday, and then I cut it back to Monday through Wednesday through Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I was just doing the before market close videos similar to what we're doing right now, and I do any ticker requests. And then what happened was I took some vacation. My parents were here visiting from PEI, and then I'm going to be doing some more vacation, going to PEI myself, and I've got some major news that I want to share with everybody in a month or two. But yeah, I've got a lot of things going on and just enjoying the summer. So I'm going to resume these probably the first or second week of September. And I know we get a lot of people joining the community. So shout out to Frankie, shout out to Paul, and shout out to Reza, who just joined here this week. And just so that you know, if you go over here to Market Stocks, generally, whenever I do these live streams, I'll post here, I'll do channel going live. Usually, like I said, about 30 minutes before the market closes, a little bit later today. And then just let me know inside this message. You can just hit reply in thread, or if you're on mobile, you can just hover over it or hold your thumb or your finger over that message on the app, and then it'll say reply in thread, or you can just hit the reply here and it'll bring up the sidebar. So then you just put it in here, just like Leisha did SNDL, and then I moved it all in there. And then I noticed a couple people placed, I think Frankie, yeah. So I moved your Hexo post from Market Stocks over to Market Cannabis. We just want to keep everything cannabis, crypto related, so everything's in one area. And then we want to, if we have a specific topic, in this case the Hexo number is not included, we want to start a thread, and then that way it keeps the main channels clean, but we also keep everything specific to each one. If we're talking about crypto, we go to the Market Crypto. If we talk about cannabis, we go to Market Cannabis. Then we have stocks, anything other than cannabis, right? And then we have commodities. If you want to talk about gold, silver, all that stuff, electric vehicle, all in there. And then we also have the PAL algo alerts. We have buy and sell signals. If you haven't signed up for that, that's an added service. You have to sign up for the PAL algo alerts. We also email them out as well. And then here's all the PALbot automatic news fetching channels. So I have about 50 publishers and media websites that you can go here, and it's fetching it all. It'll fetch all the, you can see here, it's all grabbing. I post some stuff manually in there as well, and anybody in the community can post in there as well, so feel free. But we do want to try to keep it as clean as possible. And then commodities goes in commodity news, crypto news, forex news, general news. We have real estate news, and then community for anything, just anything other than that. But we'll jump into a market quick update here for the market, and then we got about 7 minutes left. And then I'll jump into any ticker requests. So take a look at the crypto space here. So we're responding very, very nicely here. Definitely looks like we're forming a bottom very, very soon on crypto, and we could see a massive move into the end of the year. I think a spot Bitcoin ETF would be a major catalyst and something that's likely here into the fall and into the winter. And then we could see the Coinbase lawsuit get dismissed, and then we could get Grayscale win their lawsuit against the SEC as well. So those are the catalysts that I'm going to be watching out for. We could even get some more regulations with regards to stable coins, and then even more adoption and news and partnerships with Ripple, and XRP would obviously benefit from that. So that's what we'll be looking for. But XRP, speaking of which, monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross, very, very close to happening. Last time that happened, price went from about 33 cents all the way up to $2. Then we had a bear cross with the shorter term above the longer term, and then we went all the way down from $2 all the way down to about 28 cents. Now we're seeing the flip side of that, and we have legal clarity, the first crypto with legal clarity deemed not a security, the only one in the crypto space with legal clarity. Not even Bitcoin has that. Code HP, XDC, SGB, and XLM leading the decline today. On the bull list, we have LBC, GMX, and HBAR. Moving on, we'll take a look at strength relative to Bitcoin. So we have XLM, TRX, and KQC leading the decline comparative to Bitcoin strength, and we have, let's see here, BAT, ADA, and Litecoin leading the bull list. And then we'll just take a quick peek at Bitcoin here real quick just to get an idea of what's happening on the day today. So big day today we had a daily bounce for the second day in a row. It means when we're bouncing on the daily, just means we're breaking the high of the previous daily candle. We had resistance there at 30,033 and 30,000 psychological got as high as 29,967. So we're just looking for a higher low and a higher high here on this daily time frame to get back in a daily uptrend. We're still in a weekly uptrend, so no major red flags, and holding that EMA 12 as support. So we're trying to start the weekly bounce here. And if we break 30,033, we'll start the weekly bounce, and then we have a lack of resistance up to about 31,829. And then after that, we have zero monthly resistance all the way up to 48,222. So we could see some massive moves coming from Bitcoin and the crypto space, and EMA 12 and 26 bull cross on deck for Bitcoin as well. And right now, we're just waiting for Bitcoin's move. And then when Bitcoin starts to go up and see some massive upside, then we usually see that trickle down into the altcoins, right? So that is what we're looking at. We'll dive into the Tilray chart here in a moment, but just as a reminder, 4 minutes left in the day, over 35%, almost 40% gains on the day. We are confirming a 30-minute bull flag. To take the measured move, you go from the low to the high, you move it to the 0.382 fib, and it's targeting 358. And then if we zoom out to the weekly bull flag was 367, so it's in line with that weekly bull flag target as well. But we'll bring up Tilray here in just a moment. I do want to look at the rest of the sector. So we'll take a look at SPY. So SPY was kind of weak today. So we're Tilray going against the broader market. And as I've been saying for a while, I think MJ is going to enter a new bull market when the rest of the broader market, like if SPY cratered 20, 30% in a day, which would never probably happen, but if it went down 10% or 5% in a day, well, obviously MJ is going to probably go down, right? But I expect once it recovers, that MJ would perform a lot better than the big tech and the crypto that we've been seeing, because it just hasn't participated in this bubble of 2022 and 2023. So again, I think MJ is going to be the best performing asset class over the next 2 to 3 years. And if we take a look at SPY, SPY is actually starting daily consolidation. So it's losing the low of yesterday while Bitcoin's breaking the high of yesterday, like I showed you on the daily chart. And then a lot of MJ breaking 2 daily higher highs and seeing the daily bounce as well. So going against the grain. So a bit not surprising, because SPY has been stronger and crypto and MJ just playing catch up. But at this point, we were starting daily consolidation, and we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross. So it's looking like I mentioned at the beginning of the week, I said we could see more downside on SPY. I think maybe into the middle of the week, we set a temporary bottom, and then some bullish momentum into the end of the week. And that's still looking like the case. So right now, DXY is going to be important as well. Starting the daily bounce, so the opposite of SPY, exactly what we would think. The dollar index, US dollar index, usually it's inverse correlation, right? So exactly what we would expect. But at the moment, it's a monthly inside bar, and we're looking at this monthly bear flag to play out. We confirmed a monthly downtrend with the high, low, lower high, lower low. That gives us a monthly downtrend, and then the bear flag target, if we take this measured move from the high to the low, move it out to the 0.382 fib, say we're targeting about 93 on the DXY, which is super bullish for crypto and stocks alike. But we'll move on here to take a look at some individual tickers on the day today. We've got BYND, who reported earnings down over 14%, MBMD and NKLA leading the decline today. On the bull list, we have VEGA, Hive, and CLOB. We'll take a look at Canadian MJ movers and shakers today. Obviously, Tilray leading the bull list today. SNDL, POTX followed in second and third. And then we have NOVC, DB, and PCLO leading the decline. And I've been saying for a while now that Canadian MJ is super strong, right, comparative to US MJ, and we see that here today. RWB, Halo, and CWeb leading the decline. On the below, we have Acreage, TAT, and POTX. And I think the reason why Acreage is up so much is because it's going to be acquired by CGC, and Tilray's Canadian MJ is doing really well. But MSOS, you can see only up 2% today, so a lot of non-Tilray holders today pretty upset. We're actually starting weekly consolidation this week, and on the daily time frame for MSOS, we're finally starting the daily bounce after multiple days, 1, 2, 3, 4 days of daily consolidation. So yeah, we're looking at the daily bounce, but we have a possibility now for a daily trend change. We have the low, high, higher, low. We're looking for a higher low compared to 508. Now, if we break resistance at 562, we're back in a daily uptrend. That means zoom out to the weekly, watch for the weekly bounce to get underway. Then we'll look to confirm a weekly uptrend. Then we'll zoom out to the monthly, watch for the monthly bounce to get underway. The monthly bounce will begin once we break 650, the high of last month. And then if that doesn't happen this month, we'll watch out for next month. And then we'll watch for a monthly high, a higher low, and a higher high. We need that monthly high, higher low, and higher high before we can be confident, right? So if you take our brush tool, we're looking at something like this. And actually, yeah, we need this across the sector, right? We need that high, higher low, and higher high. So we need that high and the higher low and then the higher high. We don't have that yet. So we're watching for a ton of names to do that. Not just Canadian producers, not just US producers, not just Canadian retail, US ETFs, and Canadian ETFs. We're looking for it across the whole sector to be confident that our bottom is in, that we're ending this multi-year bear market and starting a new multi-year bull market. And take a look at this falling wedge that broke bullish, and we're breaking out of it. Does it remind you of anything? Let's take a look at Tilray. Falling wedge, broke out of it bullish, massive upside. Off the lows, Let me just bring that out of there. That wasn't correct. So off the lows, you're looking at 105% now, and we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. Got it. Sorry. Perfect. Yeah, no worries at all. People just joining, and it takes a little bit of getting used to in the community. So I always let everybody kind of know whenever we have new folks join that it does take some getting used to, and yeah, once you get used to it, it's pretty slick. But you can even set reminders as well. So let's say you can't deal with a post right away. Just go like this and hit remind me about this. You can do 20 minutes, an hour, tomorrow, next week, custom. You can set your own custom as well. I use that all the freaking time. And then yeah, it's a great tool. And then all these news articles and things like that, it's great. But I did want to bring up the post that I made here earlier. So I did reach out to Charlie Bowman, the Hexo CEO, to get confirmation that Hexo earnings were not included, but I'm like 99.99% sure that it wasn't. I just did a video on that. I have no idea why people are even arguing with me. Kronos Group, they missed in terms of revenue, but beat on EPS. Stock was down today. But yeah, I have no idea. They're confusing the advisory fee. And you can see right here it talks about the 40 million advisory fee services. And that went to their MJ revenue, the fee, not Hexo's revenue. I have no idea why people are getting that. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. I digress. It's clear as day. So moving on. Let's go down here. I included the thing that, yeah, here it is. Right from the horse's mouth. Like, I don't understand. Erwin Simon, right from the transcript of the earnings call and the questions and answers. And just to be clear, we closed on Hexo in June, so there's no Hexo numbers. I don't understand why people are second guessing this. Plus, it was for period ending in May, and the deal closed June 22nd. So it makes absolutely no sense. But anyways, I mean, I don't mind people questioning, but like, don't insult me. Like, so many people were online insulting me, saying I'm an idiot, that I look silly, and that I know nothing basically about this industry or the company. It's like, okay, I've only been making videos on Hexo and Tilray for the last 2-3 years, but I know absolutely nothing. Yeah, that sounds correct, right? So anyways, they were just not respectful and insulting me, so I banned a couple people from the channel today. And I don't care about being wrong or right or being challenged. It's about being respectful and not insulting people and making them belittled and belittling people, right? It's just, we're just trying to help each other out. Like, we're all on the same team here. I'm here to help, and we just want to get to the truth, right? So I'll keep everybody posted. I reached out to Charlie Bowman on LinkedIn. I'll keep everybody posted if he gets back to me, but I'm like 99.99% sure. So basically, I don't even really need to. But here's a post that I made today as well. So I said, today is a great example of why we should have a plan before a big drop or spike happens in any particular stock or crypto or chart, right? Today, Tilray is up almost 40% and shorts are getting trapped. That is why I said I was adding at $2.50, $150 USD. So, that's why I also said, I don't care if Tilray goes down any lower, because I'll just buy more. If it hits a new 52-week low or a new all-time low, I'll buy more. But I had a plan, right? And then I said, I don't care if Tilray goes to the moon from here and it goes to $100, because my bags are packed. I don't need to add any more. I'm happy with the amount that I have. And I didn't invest any more than I'm willing to lose. I didn't break the golden rule. And I'm prepared to let it sit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 10 years if I have to, right? So again, I don't need that money. It's all money that I'm willing to lose. Not that I think I'm going to lose it, but it's money that I don't need. I didn't break the golden rule. I didn't invest any more than I was willing to lose. And I had a plan. I said, if we hit 150, that's a new all-time low, I'll add. If we hit 125 or 140 or 130 or 125 or $1, then I'll add again, right? Maybe every 10 cents or 25 cents or every 10% lower than where you added before. That's a plan, right? And this is why we got to get clear on that. Establish it before we're seeing big moves, because then you end up chasing. And that's usually when people get in trouble making buying and selling decisions based on emotion. FOMO buying and panic selling, basically the opposite of what the stock market is designed to be successful, right? That's what the stock market's designed to do, is to make you buy when you're not supposed to, make you fear missing out. You buy the top and then you panic sell the bottom. That's what it's all about, right? That's how they make you feel. That's why charts are what they are. They're just emotions, right? Buying and selling patterns and basically emotions of humans, and humans' emotions hasn't changed in ever, right? Because we all have fear and we all have greed. But it's about having no emotions and making a logical choice, right? This is a true recipe for disaster. So I said my game plan was dollar cost averaging, not waiting for big news or spikes in price to enter. Everyone is different, but this is a great lesson on why it's important to have a game plan entry and price to enter as well as exit. It's just as important to know your game plan for when you're going to sell and take profits than it is for entry levels. So are you going to dollar cost average? Are you going to enter near critical support? Are you going to use a stop loss? Are you going to wait for 52-week lows, new all-time lows? Are you going to enter at an all-time low and then enter again every 10 cents or every 10% lower from there? All questions and plans that you have to establish before feeling FOMO. Hope this helps. So what about on the upside? If you enter, do you have a price to take profit at? Are you going to enter? So do you have, are you waiting for a certain catalyst? Like me, I'm not going to sell any of my MJ until the US legalizes. So I don't really care about years or dollars, right? My long term, I have a short term account and a long term account. My short term, I'm going to be taking profits. Like for example, Tilray, I won't sell a single share before $10 USD. In my short term account, I'll lock in, 5-10%. Maybe I'll take out my original investment at $10. But in my long-term account, I'm not selling that. I don't even log into it unless it's to buy. And I'm not selling that until the US legalizes, whether that's 3 months, 3 years, three decades, I don't care. But that's my game plan for my long-term, and everybody's going to be different. Or is it a time frame? Are you waiting 5 to 10 years? Are you 67 years old and you're looking to retire in 2 or 3 years, right? Everybody's different. Is it a certain profit percentage? Exit in a scale-out approach? Is it 10% at $5, another 10% at $10, etc. So get this clear now. Now that a lot of people didn't enter where they want, or they didn't have enough, or they're scrambling and they're chasing. Now this is a lesson to start developing your game plans for when to sell. If you're still not happy with the amount of Tilray shares you have, well, you need to figure out what you want to do. I encourage you to wait till hourly oversold, but you can do whatever you want. I mean, we're still down over 90% from February 2021 highs. So anywhere around this level, anything under $3 or $4, in my opinion, is a steal on Tilray. It was just at $67 on hopes of the US legalizing in February 2021, right? So now, if you're not comfortable with enough Tilray shares you have, well, you could enter now. You could enter a bit at hourly oversold, and you could enter a bit at daily oversold, right? But if you're happy with the amount of Tilray shares you have and you don't have a game plan for exiting, now this is your lesson. This is your opportunity to write down what your exit and take profits levels are. Are you going to use a scale out approach on the way up? Are you going to 5% at $5, 5% at $10, 5% at $15, 5% at $20? Like this is where, and if anybody needs any help with game plans or whatever, let me know. Again, I can't give you financial advice, but I could tell you this is what I would do in your situation. I even did that to someone in a thread. I gave them my opinion. I said, if it were me, I would do this, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'll never tell you to buy, sell, or hold because I can't. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I also set an hourly alert for oversold conditions. So I have an alert on TradingView that you can see here. So Tilray, where'd it go? Oh, I have that. Okay, yeah, so here's the alert. So if you go to the hourly time frame on the RSI, I have an alert here for about 31. Anything at around 30 and below is considered oversold on the RSI, the relative strength index indicator. So if we drop below 31 point, actually I'll just change that to, let's put it like 32. So I'll just change that to 0.32, and then you right click on that and then hit add alert, and then you can add the alert, and then it'll alert you on the app or directly here on the desktop. But I'll let everybody know whenever that alert fires off and hourly oversold. And then, like I said, if you're really patient and you're waiting for daily oversold, then you could wait for that as well. But I'll be waiting for hourly oversold, and I'll keep everybody posted on that, but that's how you do that. And I just made it, just went over it on the before market close video I'm doing now. Perfect. And then I said, remember the video I did with Canadian MJ looking way stronger than US MJ? This is what I meant and what the charts were saying. Video from 8 days ago inside this thread. So here you go. This was MSOS ETF. Things may get worse before getting better. And in that video, I say how Canadian MJ is looking way stronger than US MJ. And then sure enough, US MJ barely doing anything today and Tilray up almost 40%. And then we had that 30-minute bull flag on Tilray that's playing out. But yeah, absolutely. Hexo numbers not in it. And even if Hexo numbers were in it, it's nothing compared to what it's going to be. Hexo and the Redecan brands themselves is going to bring Tilray to at least, in my opinion, 100+ million per quarter, just in the MJ business of their segment of their business. They're expecting like 250 million or something like that just from their craft beer. But I think that here in the next 3 to 4 quarters, we should see Tilray's MJ aspect bring in somewhere between 100 to 125 million per quarter. And then you have the rest of their businesses, right? Their alcohol business, their distribution business, and their health and wellness. So yeah, we'll easily be at $250 million US dollars very, very soon per quarter, in my opinion. But we'll take a look here at the Tilray chart and just want to see what requests we had. So SNDL, please, and thank you. And obviously we want to update on Tilray, and then Paul asked for Tilray and CGC. So yeah, we'll do SNDL here first. So this is another example. I was adding SNDL the other day, right? This is the hourly chart. I was adding SNDL. I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned it on the main page. Just trying to look here, see if I can find it. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog barking in the background, but it's kind of distracting me, but I'll try to keep on track here. Let me just see. I can't remember where I posted it, but I did say I was entering SNDL. I can't remember when, but anyways, not important. So I did add SNDL, but I was waiting. I wasn't waiting for a big move to happen. I was waiting, and I was buying it here on daily consolidation. So I added right around here, this average rate, or this range right around here. So again, if you're not happy with the amount of shares that you have, then you need to develop a plan, right? So that's just basically, you know, investing 101 and not feeling FOMO. I've been studying the markets now for about 18 years. I have zero FOMO. I have zero fear. I only buy weekly, monthly oversold, and I only sell weekly and monthly overbought, right? Like, it's not that hard. When we're down 90%, like, I mean, SNDL, rest of MJ down over 90% from February 2021 highs, right? Like SNDL was down, take a look here, 96%. We're still down 95%. So even if you entered here at 96% down, we're still 95% down, right? So like, it's basically the same, right? So you're literally like comparing, like, it's basically the exact same, right? Not $1.30 to $1.60 when we were just at 40 bucks, right? So again, 96% down, 95% down. It's all fine and good, right? If your plan is to hold long term, buy when we're oversold on the monthly, and then look to sell it when we get close to overbought. Sell when we're up at all-time highs and 52-week highs, or lock in some profits, and then buy when we're, you know, at all-time lows or new all-time lows, or monthly oversold, weekly oversold, right? So the opposite. It's funny how the stock market's the only place, and crypto is the only place where people don't want bargains. They don't want deals. They don't want to buy things when it's low. Something's wrong. I can't buy it when it's low, right? And yeah, that's just how the market's designed to make you feel, unfortunately. And it's not really your fault, because the media, the government, everybody, the financial managers, Wall Street, hedge funds, right? All these asset managers, they're out to get you. They don't want you to win, right? Because you're playing against them, and they have all the power. They have the media on their side, right? So, and they have the government on their side, right? Because they lobby the government. So you have to remember that. You have to do what they do and follow the whales. You can't be a whale. Well, then be a dolphin, be a fish, swim with the whales, right? Get out before they start to move. It takes Warren Buffett 6 months to get in and out of positions, right? If he wants to go long or short, net long, net short, right? Takes about 6 months to get in and out. That's why nothing craters this month or this week. It takes 6 to 8 to 12 months for a macro shift in environments. But the monthly bounce is underway on SNDL. The high of last month is 167. We hit 165. So one way you could play it is you could add, if we break 167, you can do a stop buy. Say if we hit 171, you buy it. And then you could look to do a swing trade just to EMA 12. You're looking at about a 30% trade opportunity. To EMA 26, you're looking at about 177% opportunity. To the price action resistance, you're looking at about a 20% opportunity. And then to the next price action, 100%. But again, we're down 95%, 96% versus 97 or 98. I mean, it's all the same, right? Super low. Monthly bounce just starting, so it's looking really good. And we confirmed a weekly uptrend with the low, high, higher low, and higher high. Now we just need a monthly uptrend, and we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross on the weekly EMAs as well. So it's looking really, really good. Nowhere near daily overbought either. But we do have daily resistance coming up at 167, as I mentioned, previous resistance again, and then nothing till about $2, 198. Then if we take a look at SNDL here on the weekly time frame, we're looking real good. MACD stochastic blasting off. We're well above the 10-week moving average. In terms of the weekly moving averages, we have the 50 weekly there at 195. So that $2 area is going to be hard to get over. If we get over $2 USD, we're easily heading to $3.56, which is the 100 weekly in my opinion. And then we'll take a look, and we could see a golden cross here. Look what happened last time we had a golden cross. SNDL price was at around $4. Went to 38. Then we had a death cross with the shorter term, the 50-day above the 200-day and crossing. When that happens, it's a death cross. Price was at around $7. Went down to $1. Now we're seeing the 50, the shorter term below the 200 crossing, golden cross over the next couple of weeks, couple months, in my opinion. And then we could even, we're beaten down, basically to the same level. So we can easily see a ton of upside from here. We also have the 200-day moving average there at 187. So $2 is going to be very, very strong. If we get over $2, I can easily see us up to 350. looking really, really good. Hopefully that helps. Take a look at CGC as well. CGC on the daily time frames could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross, so it looks like we could see some upside into tomorrow, in my opinion. We're starting the daily bounce, but a pretty weak bounce at that, given the fact that you know, we're seeing Tilray up almost 40%, and then CGC, who used to be the leader, now Tilray, the de facto leader by a country mile, not even a close second, not even in the U.S. Right? We're talking hundreds of billions or hundreds of millions and billions of dollars traded in Tilray in just one day. How much money was traded in Tilray today? Anybody know? 123.8 million shares. So 123.8. So 123 million, 8 shares. And we'll just take the middle of today's range. So we'll say 275 times 275 per share. That's about $340 million, right? So $340 million, you're almost at $500 million traded just on Tilray in one day. And look, that's not even the highest volume. Look, there was one day where we had 302 million shares, right? So I think it was like over $2 billion traded in one day. You'll never find that in any other name. So this is the leader in the space. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care if they talk about pro forma. I don't care if they talk about actual revenue, price to earnings, whatever it is. Tilray is the leader based on volume, and that's all I care about. It's Wall Street's favorite. Tilray's office is right on Wall Street. It's right next to Wall Street, and they're headquartered in New York, right? There's a reason why. Tilray's the monster. It's going to be the biggest company in the MJ space, bar none, hands down. I have zero doubt. Absolute zero doubt. But again, nothing's a guarantee, but I'm close to 100% as I can be. But yeah, taking a look at CGC here, starting the daily bounce, looking pretty good. In terms of the weekly time frame, we could change the weekly trend here. So low, high, higher, low. So you could even enter CGC if we break 53 cents. If we break 53 cents, we confirm the weekly uptrend, and then we have a lack of resistance for about 30% of the price action, and then 120% to EMA 26, and then the next level price action. So this thing could easily rock at 100%. And like I said, nice opportunity coming off weekly oversold. Remember what I said about only buying weekly and monthly oversold? Guess what? We were monthly and weekly oversold. If you only buy down there and only sell up here, you do better than 99% of other traders, the retail investors, right? But most people can't do that. Most people are buying up here because their friends are talking about how awesome it is, and then they're panic selling down here because they can't stand to watch it do that anymore. That's what it's designed to do. Congratulations. You were played by the Wall Street crooks. So monthly inside bar, another way to do it would be to enter if we break the high of last month at 68 cents. We break that up to EMA 12, you're looking at about a 200% trading opportunity. But again, if you're looking for a long-term entry from February 2021, it was down 99%. What more do you need? Oh, I want it to be down 99.5%, not 99.4. Right? Like anywhere around these levels, right? Even to the absolute low there, 99.4%. Or where we are right now, 99.17%. So take your pick, right? It's all the same. It's all still 99% down. If you entered here and it goes back up to February 2021 highs, that's about a 16x from here. If you enter here and it goes back, that's about a 12x from here, right? So $1,000 into 16,000 or $1,000 into 12,000, right? For every $1,000 you invest, now you get $12,000 if we go back to $67, right? Or $57. That's what I meant. 67 was Trulieve and Tilray. But hopefully that helps. CGC here on the weekly. We're contending with the 10-week moving average now, but the stochastic and the MACD are blasting off. And if it's anything like the rest of the MJ space, it's looking like we could see some massive upside. And if we get over $1 on CGC USD, I think that the bottom is probably in for a long time, if not forever. But taking a look at the weekly moving average, nothing nearby until about $2. So we got some runway there. And then the daily moving average, the 200-day at 187. So again, $2 is going to be strong resistance to get over that. And then we could easily fly up to around $4. And then could see a golden cross here as well over the next few weeks. So very similar, right? Look what happened last time. Golden cross, $5 all the way up to 40. Sorry, that's SNDL. Yeah, I didn't think so. I was like, wait, CGC isn't that close. I was like, that looks way too close to SNDL. But yeah, I didn't update that there. So CGC 191 still lines up with the 50 weekly. So the 50 weekly at 204, the 200-day at 191. So $2 going to be very, very strong resistance. Get above $2, still going to around $4, $5, and then we still even haven't gotten over the 50-day moving average. So CGC, one of the weaker names, definitely in the space, but definitely has a lot of grounds to make up. So 55 cents will be the 50-day. After that, $1 is the 100-day and psychological resistance. So if we can get over 55 cents, likely heading into $1. Get over $1, likely heading $2. Get over $2, $4, $5, likely not too far away. And then a golden cross over the next, probably a few months for CGC. Whereas like Sunday, SNDL could see a golden cross over the next few weeks, right? Whereas CGC is a few months. Tilray looking like it could be a couple weeks as well, but maybe. But look, we're over the 200-day moving average. So if Tilray is over the 200-day moving average, maybe SNDL will be going that way soon too, right? Which would bring us up to around $2. If CGC is going to get over its 200-day moving average, that would bring us up to around $2, right? What about MSOS? See, nowhere, we can't even get over the 50-day moving average. If we get back to the 200-day moving average, that would bring us to about $7. But MSOS is looking really good as well for a trading opportunity. I mentioned many times playing off $5 psychological. If you entered here at 505, you could have sold at 650. Right? That would have been a trade opportunity, swing trade of about 25%. Now you're getting another chance, a nice floor establishing here at $5. So you can enter now with a stop below $5. Say, you know, if you have a little bit less money, maybe you do 444. Or if you have more money and you're not willing to do that much risk, maybe 474, set a stop loss. Or like I said, from all-time highs in February 2021, we're now down 91% from the absolute low, from the all-time low. From where we are today, 90%. So 91%, 90%, right? So again, you have to keep in mind, it's all relative, right? Same thing. So Tilray, let's go to February 2021 highs to where we were, the all-time lows. We were down almost 98%, 97.7%. Today, we're still down 95%. So like the opportunity is still there. It's still a massive, massive discount compared to where we were. And that was on the hopes of the US legalizing. And before all this bullish fundamentals, before they had Hexo, before they bought these 8 beverage brands from Tilray, from Anheuser-Busch, before, you know, all these other potential mergers and acquisitions that are going on. Like Tilray is going to be a global powerhouse. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's only a matter of when and just time to play out, right? People will soon see. But we closed at 302. We're down to 294 after hours. But we're still watching for this 30-minute bull flag to play out. It's still, we're starting 30-minute consolidation. But as long as 267 holds, it's still a potential 30-minute bull flag, and the target is 358. And then if we zoom out to the weekly bull flag target, you can see that the weekly bull flag is matching up there at 367. So 358, 367 is likely where we're headed. And then we're likely, and don't be surprised if Tilray pulls back massively from here, right? We have no support all the way down to 216. So what's more than likely going to happen is we're going to see an inside bar. And then if we look at the daily time frame, more than likely a daily inside bar tomorrow in tightening range, because to start daily consolidation tomorrow from where we close today, we'd have to drop 21%, over 21%, right? So it's probably not going to happen tomorrow, but don't be surprised if we pull back 10, 20+% on Tilray. And like I said, if you're looking for entries, maybe you want to wait for hourly oversold to enter. If you're not happy with the amount of Tilray shares you have long term, maybe you wait for hourly oversold. Maybe you're going to be patient and wait for daily oversold, right? But like I said, we're down 95, 99%. Who really cares at the end of the day, right? It's still a fantastic opportunity, and we're still way lower than where we were. And then Tilray on the weekly time frame, I told you that the stochastic in the MACD was going parabolic. Look, the black was below the red. Look what happened the last time. Black came above the red, and then we shot up from $2 all the way up to $4, right? And then even if we go out, say, 4 years, look what happened here. MACD started to cross. The stochastic started to cross, and we were getting above the 10-week moving average, confirming it as resistance, got above it, confirmed it as support, and then we rocketed. Now we're getting above it. We'll probably come down somewhere around it and back test it as support and then rocket. But look at the parabolic move here on the stochastic and the MACD. When the black is below the red and it crosses, that's bullish. And look how parabolic it's going. It's just a spaceship, right? And then look at the price. Over 100% in just a few weeks. So Tilray looking really good. In terms of the weekly moving averages, we're now over the 50 weekly. Look, we haven't done that since we started the bear market, since we're at $67. So we can get one, preferably 2 or 3 candle closes over that 50 weekly. So Friday, this weekly candle close is going to be massive. We can get over 276 to 50 weekly. We're probably heading up to 471, $5 psychological over the next couple of weeks. And then ultimately 915 will be the 200 weekly moving average. And then we could see a bull cross of these moving averages. We had a bear cross. We went when that happened, price went from about $8 all the way down to $1. Now we could see the reverse where we see a bull cross, and that's on the weekly, so even more bullish. Then if we look at Tilray on the daily time frame, we had the golden cross, death cross. Now we're seeing a potential golden cross. We're over the 200-day moving average, so we have nothing until 471. It's looking really, really good. Hopefully that helps. Checking in, seeing what other news has developed. we have a ton of earnings that just came through. Nothing for that notable. We do have some tomorrow though. So tomorrow we have VFF pre-market, before market open, and then after market close we have Canopy tomorrow as well. So we'll be watching at that. But yeah, in terms of today, not much. Tomorrow, not much. Walt Disney, don't really care. Alibaba, don't really care. And then, yeah, Air Canada on Friday. Air Canada looking like the chart's breaking down quite a bit too, so we could see a lot more consolidation and pullback there. But not seeing any other requests at the moment. But yeah, Tilray down to 294, starting 30-minute consolidation. The bull flag still intact on the 30-minute time frame. SPY closed at 448. More than likely set up for a daily inside bar into tomorrow in tightening range as well. Bitcoin still gunning. Breaking to a 15-minute higher high. Nice 15-minute uptrend here. Could be a cup and handle forming on XRP at the moment. But looking really good. Bitcoin leading the market. All right, going to end it there. Hope you have a fantastic evening. Welcome to the new members. We'll see everybody in the chat room in a few minutes. Hope you have a fantastic evening. I may be getting another video later on today. We'll see. But if not, we'll see everybody. Talk to you in the POW Group private community here in a few minutes. Have a wonderful evening.